Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your what's cracking for the day. Actually, what was that? 6 of Swords. Okay, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you'd like to know anything about me, including personal readings, etc., everything is in the box below. You can visit my page at the Aussie Goddess on Facebook, where everything is pinned to the top of the page. Or you can go to my website at www.theaussiegoddess.com, where you will find what I offer in the way of readings. Okay, there's a lot of future cards jumping out at me here, a lot of moving away, a lot of waiting for the next step. I feel like many of you at the moment may be in a little bit of a hiatus or a little bit of a still place, because there's movement coming. I can feel some sort of energy of things moving forward. So you may have been stuck for a little while, or what you perceive as stuck. I always say to people, when you feel stuck, invest in yourself. Do some self-work, do meditation, do some exercise. Do something that makes your heart sing or your heart race. Don't stand still waiting. Use the time. All right. Nice split spirit. All right, so we have the Two of Pentacles coming through. Did I say I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot? The Two of Pentacles is a card that talks about balance. It can talk about a decision where you're needing to balance up more than one option. Sometimes it's difficult because the options seem to be very similar. I often get this card when people are trying to make a head over heart decision, where you've got to use your logic and leave your emotions behind in the background. But a lot of the time with this card, we end up going backwards and forwards, because we can't quite either work out which direction to take, or the two options we have are equally good. This could be, like 2 jobs, 2 relationships. Something is going on here where you are constantly tossing something over but not making a decision. All right, it could be in regards to work, because we do have the Eight of Pentacles coming through here. It could be in regards to investing your money. It could be in regards to spending your money. So you may have some sort of decision to make here on perhaps a big purchase, and that you are going backwards and forwards trying to decide the way to do this. This is not an abnormal thing. If you're trying to work out how to do something, you do tend to go backwards and forwards with it, trying to work out what is best for you. But it's when it becomes to the point where you find it very difficult to make a decision, that's when it starts to become taxing. That's when it starts to really play on your energy, drain your energy. So if you're going through something, we've got a lot of Pentacles here. So very earthy energy. All right, so we have the Six of Pentacles coming through. So for some of you, this is definitely about some sort of investment. Now, the thing is with Pentacles, we can talk about investment and working on things, but this could be a relationship. Do you still put the energy into something? Perhaps you've done a lot of work to try and get it to where it is. Maybe you don't want to give it up, but you're not feeling that you're getting your investment back or a return on your investment. Sounds very financial, but it happens in every transaction. Even if you're in a relationship, you choose someone, you invest in them, you work and do your bit within the relationship. But if the other person's not returning or not doing their bit, then it's a faulty investment, right? It's not working. So it could be for some of you, I'm talking about a relationship here. But for others of you, I'm getting some really sort of strange messages coming through. So I feel like somebody's got like a boarding house or a business where they keep putting money into something, and it just keeps draining the resources. And I feel like you're either with someone who wants to keep pushing it forward and you don't. Now remember that you have just as much say in things, whether it's a business, whether it's a relationship. You have the say in this. If someone else is pushing something forward or keeps wanting to invest in something and you feel like it's done and dusted, then you have the right to say this is done and dusted. if it's a relationship, whatever. And if the other person's pushing you to stay or invest or to keep going, then you have a right to say, maybe this isn't the time, maybe I need to back off, and maybe I need to pull out, maybe we need to cut it off. Because something here you're over investing in, wow. All right, look, for me this is very, very much about investment. Because somebody's hanging on to something here, not really wanting to invest anymore. Really understanding that they've invested enough. They may have worked really hard at this, but it's not going anywhere, right? It's not going anywhere. So the universe is saying, oh my goodness, we have more pentacles. I love it. I don't think I've ever seen so many pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles talks about hanging on to something too tightly. Why are you hanging on to something if the other person or the other situation is not giving back? Because there's this definite feeling here that you are not willing to let something go regardless of how it is happening for you. This person could be treating you quite poorly looking at this. Feel like you've put a lot of effort and energy into something and you're not getting the return here at all. But you're clinging on. Why are you clinging on? Because there's a thought here that things may improve. You know, and the thing is ultimately, if you keep investing in something and it's not giving back to you, you're turning it toxic. You're turning it toxic because if the other person's taking and not giving back, this is you doing all of this. Not only is it exhausting, emotionally exhausting, you're probably really tired, you're probably feeling very drained, you'd be feeling very stuck, so you're not manifesting. So there's this like complete stop now. And this is what this guy's doing. For some unknown reason, he's still waiting for this thing to bear fruit. Something that he's put a lot of energy into. But a decision has to be made now because I feel like it's at your expense. It's at your expense. Ah, a break. All right, beautiful. Okay, so I see you here making some sort of effort to try to understand how to unpack this. This is like this energy of perhaps ready to cut something out, ready to move forward. I feel somehow or another you may be getting some help from somebody here. There may be this sort of energy of getting some sort of assistance or some sort of maybe emotional support. But it doesn't feel like it with the sword. It feels like you're getting some sort of advice or information. So you may be seeking advice here with this Page of Swords. Because you've got a new start coming through here with this Ace of Wands. So you will make a decision on this. You will start to understand you can't keep investing. As we always say, if the horse is dead, get off. It's not very nice saying, I know. But it really does make sense, right? You're not going anywhere. It's stopped. It's stopped. And that's why it feels like you've stopped. Holy dooly. Okay. So this is why you're not letting go of something. The thing is, a lot of the time, and I want to get a little bit deeper on this, because a lot of the time you're refusing to let go, it's because the other person is depriving you of something. So you keep clinging on in hope that there could be some satisfaction out of it. So there's something that somebody's not giving to you in this situation. And whatever it is, you keep hanging on in thinking that they're going to change or they're going to input, whatever this is for you. But what you're doing is you're fighting something again. You're fighting against yourself. Because you may not be putting in. You may be putting in everything. Somebody else may not be taking. May not be giving back. Sorry, I'm trying to listen to all the things coming through. If you are investing in something and somebody else is not giving back, then you keep investing more, they keep taking more. So the situation keeps going, but you see, you start to crave then. You start to crave that very thing that they're depriving you of. That's why you keep hanging on, because they've got you craving it. They've got you hungry for this thing that they're depriving you of. I sort of keep thinking of that whole thing of silent treatment, of leaving somebody without saying something. You know, the ghosting thing. Because what happens is you start to crave the thing that they are holding back from you. That's why it becomes so intense. Something is, you're worried about the pain here, basically. Whatever this is, you're worried about leaving something behind because you don't want to face the end. 9 of Swords coming through. Holy shoot. All right, King of Pentacles coming through, being followed by the King of Cups. That's very, very interesting. I almost want to say to you, you're thinking your King of Pentacles can be a King of Cups. You're hoping this person may change from perhaps being focused on their money, focused on other things other than you. I feel like for some of you, though, this is somebody that you've been with for quite a long time and you don't want to give up. I can see that. You don't want to give up on whatever this is. Now, if this is a job for you, there's some sort of energy here that you're expecting things to change. But it's gone past it. I want to say it's gone past its use-by date. I can tell that with this card here. It's done and dusted. Something you're still hanging on to. Some of you may be with someone who's in another situation, hoping for it to turn around, but actually walking away may be the only answer here. Because you're still investing in something that's not returning. And you wouldn't keep putting in your, you know, like your money in the bank, knowing that you weren't getting money back. You just wouldn't do it. So why do you keep investing your love if you're not getting love back? I really feel here that this King of Cups should really be in the reverse. Because there's a very strong energy of control. Somebody's sort of using this situation, this love, this whatever it is, even a job. Somebody's using it as a form of control. They're controlling you by keeping you deprived of something. I almost feel it's like being tortured. That's how it feels. Like someone's torturing you. They're enjoying withholding from you. It's giving them satisfaction. Not because they're enjoying your pain so much, but they're enjoying you worshipping them. They're enjoying the energy of you doing all these things for them. That's what they're getting out of it. That means they're probably never going to leave it. Because if you're doing everything you need to be doing, then this person serves to gain from that. Gains to serve, whatever. All right, so we have the Hanged Man. I get that card this morning. 6 of Swords jumped out on me while I was shuffling. 7 of, oh wow, okay. This is the 2 of Pentacles here. This is that 2 of Pentacles energy. Should I stay and fight for it or should I go? Do I stay and fight for it or do I go? Just ask yourself how long you've been fighting for. And ask yourself also, what do you expect to change here? What is it you're expecting to change? Especially if you're doing the same thing over and over or investing more and more, giving more and more. Because I feel like you're on some sort of, or in some sort of energy of trying to see this differently. So this is how you seem at the moment. This is where I am. I need to see this from a different perspective. Do I stay and fight for what I want or do I move forward? And that to me is completely 2 of Pentacles energy. All right, 8 of Wands. There's a change coming and I could feel the change coming because I feel like here we have a Queen of Wands. I feel like somebody, look at this, taking back your power. I've seen this in a few readings lately. I've seen it in a few readings, like personal readings as well as readings on here. There's some sort of energy of somebody, I don't know if this person is coming to your rescue. I think that's who the Page of Swords is. But I feel like whoever this is giving you some sort of insight here because I do see you taking your power back. I do see you deciding that you have more value than what you're realizing here. But it's tough. It's a tough decision because you keep going backwards and forwards on it. But somebody here is giving you the insight. Could be a Leo, Sag or Aries here coming forward to give you some sort of, it's like they're giving you some sort of information and maybe even advice. So it could be somebody that you have a lot of respect for, somebody that you have perhaps as a family member or a friend, but somebody who respects you, who's talking to you honestly. I think the problem is when we have trouble within relationships or jobs or anything else, we get so low down in our own self-esteem and confidence that sometimes we can't see the forest for the trees. This person's about to show you something that's going to help you stand back in your power again. Whatever this is, there's a complete turnaround here. And I feel like it's happening in the next perhaps 8 days to 8 weeks. So it's not far away at all. All right, so I see you fighting to make some sort of decision. You've been investing in something, but I feel like whatever you've been investing isn't returning. You're giving everything here. You're giving the whole 6 Pentacles to somebody else and you're not keeping anything for yourself. I feel like you're hanging on to some sort of situation that's not bearing fruit and you keep waiting for something from it. You're waiting for breadcrumbs here, waiting for tidbits. If this is a job, then you're not getting back. I do feel like somebody's going to put you on track here because you've got the Ace of Wands here. So some sort of information is coming to hand to get you moving in the right direction again. All right, don't need to put any clarifiers on that. We'll get ourselves an oracle card here. Oh, no, there's 2. I don't want 2. Ah, there's 2 again. What are you doing to me? Come on, be fair. One's good. There it is. Her Grace. Do you know, we've had this card, and I feel like we've had this card quite a few times here. So there may be a really big message in this card that we're not hearing, but I'm going to read the whole thing to you. The goddess is awakening within your life. Ah, you're starting to wake up. It may be within your own body, within a sensual deepening of relationship with your own body or with the body of another through expanding creativity, a sudden burst of feeling that you cannot logically explain, a desire to move, to dance, to express yourself, to sing, to write music, to draw, to play in nature, to swim, and to collect shells and lie on your back in the moonlight gazing at the stars. Let her reach you. She is calling to you from ancient times, calling you to allow her more deeply into your life. Celebrate the divine feminine. She is coming to life for you. Whether man or woman, your life is about to be touched by her magic, never to be the same again. This is really interesting. This oracle brings you a message that there is a woman who brings divine blessings into your life, who is trying to connect with you more deeply. The blessing may be one that is obvious or one that is hidden in a challenge. The woman may be in your own body if you're female, or your inner feminine if you are male. It may be a spiritual or physical being, the great mother, your lover, your sister, or your dearest friend. It may be a woman as yet unknown to you, but who holds a soul contract with you, an agreement predestined to awaken you. The empowerment will come to you not by rejecting what is offered by this feminine presence, but by embracing it and finding your truth through it. This is exciting because it means you are growing. You're entering into a feminine temple of wisdom and finding a home there. This is the person I'm seeing here. I'll read you the poem. I was born long before our time, and yet my time with you is something new. For you awaken in me a spirit that was longing for release and waiting for your touch. I thought I was safe to stay inside the boundaries and walls I carried with me. You touched all of me and we walked outside the lines together. I feel like this person has such a great impact on you. So whoever she is here, she's going to help you move forward. Whatever this is in your life, she's going to help you move forward. Have a wonderful day.